morning and welcome to
Blackpool Pleasure Beach!
Yeah, we're here at Blackpool Pleasure Beach. We haven't been since opening day this year. It is great to be back. How excited are we, guys?
Really
He's really excited. They've talked about having a run in the fountain. It's to be up, you don't get sprayed when you go. Are you going?
It's always a dreadful moment here.
And when they start hopping over them and whether they get absolutely soaked. It has happened before. But yeah, I mean, so far we've only just walked in. The entrance procedures were really quite good. Are we? Oh, they're gone again. So around the railings as you walked in, we should have showed you a little clip of that. All of the railings are actually set with 2-metre gaps between every single one, aren't they? So yeah, the entrance procedure is really good here. No temperature checking, just bag checks and then through the gates. You've got to have an e-ticket before you come, so you've got to pre-book and then download the little e-ticket which you scan on the gate on the way in. So all of that process was relatively straightforward. You can find it all online at Blackpool Pleasure Beach. So yeah, and the other thing really, because we travelled a couple of hours to get here, the toilets, they're actually manned and they only let so many people in at a time, so another thumbs up just as we've got here.
I got stopped, I was like, no, there's 4 people in, you can't go in, but again, brilliant, just what you want in a toilet.
Yeah, it's great to see.
Joe was just running through it and one of them turned on.
Oh dear, Charlie has wet all of his shorts already and we've only just started the day. So
Luckily,
anyway,
it's nice enough it'll dry soon.
well yeah, we came here and we put our jumpers on to start with because it was a bit nippy. But it's got absolutely roasting just within the first few minutes, hasn't it? So anyway, they aren't here to tell you what they want to ride on first.
Charlie's got a plan though, hasn't he?
But Charlie's already mapped it out. Icon is first, and then he reckons he's going to dare the big one. So keep watching to see if he actually does it. You'll see last week that he did Galactica, his first ever 1.4 metre coaster, and he's feeling brave enough to take on the big one today. So we'll see if he's still there in about half an hour's time when we ever go. So yeah, let's get into it. Let's get on the rides and show you around a socially distanced Blackpool Pleasure Beach. An Icon since opening day. What did we think? It was running really fast, wasn't it?
We were like close to the back though, so we've never experienced it from that far back before. No. It was the worst ride ever.
In Ollie's opinion, but in ours we absolutely loved it. Yeah, that was the furthest back on the train. We were only a couple from the back.
And that's it, and Charlie can't get on the back because he's not 1.5 yet, so I think that's the furthest back we could go in this time really.
Yeah, but it was a fantastic ride. And do you know what, where the queue lines are? They've got the little daggers, haven't they, at every 2 metres? Yep, the little Icon daggers, they look good.
Area, so do they have 3 trains?
It does, it was on 3 trains, so you're queuing out of the main gate, down the fence, all the way towards really where Revolution is. Yeah. But still, all the way from there, on 3 trains, the operations are running that well. It took 20 minutes, if that, to get all the way to the front on and stood out here now. So the ride operations on Icon, as normal to be fair, are running absolutely perfect, aren't they?
They're so like fluid and sufficient with it, it's absolutely brilliant.
Oh yeah, I mean there's always one on the track, one on the brake run, one getting ready in the station. I mean, they just get them out one after the other. I mean, the operations on Icon are fantastic. Probably the best operations on a coaster I've seen.
Oh, definitely.
Anyway, Charlie's decided the big one, not just yet. Where are we going next?
Steeplechase.
So we're heading in the shop here and then we're going up to Steeplechase. We'll see you there. you guys have just come off a steeplechase. Who won? Yeah, Charlie, your horse. I mean, it just flew away from everyone, didn't it? I think you said it. Did it stay in the front all the way around, Charlie? Yeah.
No, mine's been in the start.
I think we're going to give the big one a miss, aren't we? Because look at that queue. Maybe we'll come back a bit later on, but I think because it's so warm, we should really head up towards the Nickelodeon land, maybe the log flume, something like that. An airbender, we liked that last time. So yeah, let's get up there. Let's try some of them family rides up in Nickelodeon land. Right, so after Charlie's massive win on steeplechase, we have made it down here to Nickelodeon land and we're going for the Rugrats River Ride Adventure, aren't we? It does, doesn't it? We went on this for the first time in February. You get absolutely soaked. It's a proper soaker, isn't it?
Yes.
Looking forward to cooling down though. It's red hot, isn't it?
Yeah.
Very warm.
I took my jumper off when I got my t-shirt so I can put my jumper on.
Sensible idea from Charlie.
We've learned from previous experiences.
Yeah. Don't soak your top layer. Definitely don't do that. So, how well will we get? Check us out when we come off. How wet were we gonna get? Well, my shirt is absolutely wringing
My
away.
shorts are dripping to, if I switch them, everything.
Yeah, he reckons he could wring himself out. And Ali,
I am just, yeah, look at that.
are you getting it out? Oh yeah, we got some on the floor.
The only dry bit on me is my bottom. Everywhere else is absolutely, you know, we knew we were going to get wet, but
Oh,
that's
yeah,
ridiculous.
My shoes are my shoes are dry, but it's just my body.
I would say we got wet on
Yeah.
opening day in February, but that right there, oh man, we are absolutely soaked head to toe. So,
That would certainly give Valhalla a run for its money, that one, and it's smaller.
oh yeah. But if you come down here and you're riding Rugrats River Ride Adventure, be prepared to get very wet. It's a great ride though,
Yeah,
isn't it?
Charlie's massively take it off because that is soaking, so I think we have to get a new one for him for hygiene reasons.
But it is a very, very good ride. We enjoy it. And on a day like today, we're going to dry out. So if you like water rides, definitely recommend that.
Just wet, sorry, I'm just like, I'm sunning myself to get dry. I'm freezing.
So yeah, we're going to have a wander around in the sun, try and get a little bit dry. And we may actually just head down to River Caves and get on River Caves
On the battle ride.
while we're still a little wet. I don't know if I'm ready for the splash battle. So we just had our ride on River Caves. What do we think to that?
Really good. At the end, it's a little drop, and you get a little speck.
You get like a little sprinkle of water, don't you, at the
All
end?
the water goes to the side.
But it was running really well. Some subtle changes to the inside, weren't there?
Running like backwards there.
Yeah, last time we went, it was slow.
So a couple of the models have been removed and there's been a couple of little scene changes, but it didn't take away from the ride. The ride was very good. We still really enjoyed it. We absolutely love River Caves, don't we?
Yeah.
I mean, and again, the social distancing in the queue, they've cut out the little cattle pen, so you don't go into the cattle pen. And you stay 2 meters. So the queue lines have been really well executed here, haven't they, at Blackpool? We can't really say any fairer than it's been brilliant, hasn't it, really?
So far so good. And we're only, what is it? 1 o'clock?
So 1 o'clock. I mean, we arrived a little late. We must have got into park at 11, so we've had about 3 hours here. And we've already got on quite a few rides. The park's open till 6. It's just been an absolutely fab day, hasn't it, so far?
So far so good.
So yeah, we're actually heading up here to Grand Prix, which is on our right.
It is. Charlie's one of Charlie's favourite rides here.
Oh yeah, we missed the queue, it's just here. So we're getting into the queue for Grand Prix. And then after that, I think we're going to find out what that app is to order food in the park.
We brought a zone and obviously it's in the car, so we thought instead of going out and coming back in, we're going to try something different.
Yep.
Have a pizza.
Last time we went on it,
Charlie couldn't drive last time, so I think I'm giving him to Daddy today.
That's it, and I stood off and did the filming, but today I'm getting myself on it. But we're going to try the park app to order the food and the pizza, and we'll let you know what the experience of ordering food and collecting it was like. And the sandwiches, which you can't bring any food onto park at Pleasure Beach, which we've left in the car and would ordinarily go outside for. We're going to eat that on the way home for tea, aren't we?
Yeah, on the beach and eat that later if we can.
That sounds good, doesn't it? That's I mean, that is the other nice thing here. You do have the beach, so even once the park's closed, you don't have to head straight off. You can get yourself for a little walk on the beach as well. So yeah, we are having an absolutely fab day. It's Grand Prix next. And yeah, we're just looking forward to the next few hours and carrying on getting on as many rides as we can.
Next up, we have a shout out for Time for Adventure. Now these guys are on park today. Time F Adventure on Twitter. You can follow them. They're out and about on park and they want to give a shout out for their channel. So you can go on, see they're here today vlogging. So if you see them out and about their vlogging, get on their vlog. They're going to put me on their vlog because I'm giving them a mention. They said they would. Well, they didn't, but I'm holding them to that now because I'm going to be on their vlog.
He's on, isn't he?
And they're possibly the wettest victims of Rugrats Lost River there is been today. So I'm going to play a little Lady Gaga Rain on Me because it's like you've been rained on. See what I did there? Do you see?
We like that. Do you see that? Playing Rain on Me because he got soaked. What do we say to PB Radio? We absolutely love PB Radio. Joining you from the pizza kitchen now. We had our ride on the Grand Prix, that was good. Other than George's driving, that was terrible. It was mash, 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 mash all the way around.
Charlie did really well today, he did.
And then we went on Wallace and Gromit's Thriller-matic, which is right next door, and we absolutely loved that. What a fantastic dark ride that is, isn't it? And then we used the app. So Blackpool Pleasure Beach have got a new visitor app where you can order food contactlessly. We did that, we picked the food here. We've got 2 pizzas, what do they look like actually? They were ready to collect within about 20 minutes. Let's have a look. Oh. Boom. So we got a couple of pizzas, a couple of drinks. That were like $7.50 for pizza to share. £5 for a garlic bread, so that's pretty decent value for theme park. That is sliced hot dog on. So yeah, we thought we'd stop off now, have a bite to eat.
I mean, just to say, I think Andy actually was named the address, didn't he, when we first came in? I don't know if that's to do with track and trace.
Yeah, we did just into the restaurant actually. So yeah, we've taken a seat in the restaurant rather than take away. All the seats are spaced 2 meters apart, which is great. We managed to get a seat to eat lunch. And actually, one thing we did mention, in the queues again, Wallace and Gromit, Grand Prix, the 2 meter spacing's done incredibly well here. There's little markers on the floor everywhere, and all the cattle pen areas are closed, so you've got even bigger distances between you and the next
You
row.
haven't in the shops, it's all one way, so it's clearly signed, you know, one way around the shop into the till. Absolutely brilliant.
Wallace and Gromit, you could see like the movies.
You could, couldn't you? So the movies were on in the queue line. So yeah, social distancing has been absolutely brilliant here today, hasn't it?
Yeah.
So yeah, now we're going to tuck into this whilst we also talk about which ride we're going to get on next. Will it be Airbender? Will it be Nickelodeon Streak? see we did Airbender. We've been on that Backyardigans pirate ship. They got Revolution just going round behind us here. We missed it.
Charlie and George had a little bouncy thing, didn't
Yeah, you went on some like bouncing ride, a bit like Giddy Piggies over at sundown. And yeah, all we can say is in all of those rides, yep, we were just going to get onto Nickelodeon Streak. All of those rides were pretty much walk on, and then we just went for a ride on Nickelodeon Streak, and the queue line upstairs has been kitted out with barriers, hasn't it?
It's really, really good.
So where you'd see the usual cattle pen areas, Blackpool Pleasure Beach have installed all these separate barriers, haven't they?
They have.
They've done that on Airbender too, and they're really good. They do keep you really
Safe.
yeah, safe, and that feeling of being safe. I'm stopping now because we walked past the queue line entrance to our next ride, which is Avalanche.
We did it earlier as well.
We're terrible for it. We get going and we get talking, and then we just walk by the queues.
It's got railings that you don't know where it is.
What's that?
It's got railings where you don't know where the entrance is.
That's right, so where we'd normally just walk in here, it's a bit further round, isn't it? So we've had an absolutely fantastic day. We got what, about an hour left? So probably going to call this our last coaster for today, I think, because we want to head round the front of the park, don't we? Get on Derby Racer. We like a bit of Derby Racer, and that's one of the glorious and great things about Blackpool Pleasure Beach. It's not just about coasters. We love some of the flats, don't we?
We do. They're really, really good fun, aren't they?
Yeah.
For all of us to get on and all of us to enjoy.
That's it, just some of the little rides in Nickelodeon Street, so those little flat rides, and then some of the other ones like River Caves, Wallace and Gromit.
Yeah.
They absolutely make it just those they've got such a good ride lineup at Blackpool Pleasure Beach. But yeah, on to Avalanche, our last coaster for the day. And we're probably going to be going to Derby Racer, hitting the shop, Kiss Me Quick on the way out, and then summing up and letting you know what we just thought of the entire overall experience here at Blackpool today. But
It's been good so far.
yeah, if you've been watching, I think you know it's probably going to be pretty much a big thumbs up.
On the best community, you will not be riding.
Front row ride. How fast was Avalanche running?
Super fast today.
It was.
Me and George did peace.
You did the peace sign, and what were you lucky enough to get just by queuing? You can't specifically queue for certain seats, but what did you get, Charlie? They got a front row ride. So, did you enjoy it? Was it better from the front, Charlie?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The handlebars hurt you when you're it's a two-person.
Well, yeah, when you're two people in, it can squeeze down quite tight. But yeah, they got a wicked front row ride. We got in the second seat. So yeah, what a wicked ride to finish the day off, really.
We did it twice, 2 days in a row. Picked really good rides to end the day on.
No.
Charlie, looking forward to this all day.
Is it cold?
That's cold, but how nice is that when we've been walking round?
Feels good, but it's freezing.
That is so nice.
Oh, with achy feet, yeah. Me and George have not taken our shoes off, have we?
No, not brave enough.
And Ali nearly went flying. We'd have caught that on camera. So that's it from us at Blackpool Pleasure Beach. Have we had a good day?
Yeah.
You'll notice we've hit the beach. We absolutely love the beach, don't we?
Start of the summer holidays for the boys, so
Whoopity-doo.
that's it. So why not have a bit of a later night
And
and
as-
have some time at the beach?
Yeah, and as Ali was saying, you can't come to Blackpool on a day like today and not come down to
It's a
the
hot
beach.
sunny day.
So yeah, I mean, we've also kept our lunch, well, it was meant to be lunch, in favour of going for
But we
pizza,
eat
didn't we?
pizza, and it's weird having hot dog slices on a pizza.
It might have been weird, but it was tasty.
It was very,
wasn't
very
it?
kiddie pizza, but it was nice and very like unlike us to actually buy food in a theme park.
But you
We
can't
normally
take
take
food in theme
picnics,
parks.
but that's it. We wanted to maximise his time, standing in queues, going on different rides. So instead of going in and out, we bought today.
That's it. It only cost about 18 quid, and that was for one pizza, a garlic bread pizza, and 2 drinks. So not too bad, to be honest. Overall thoughts of the day?
10 out of 10.
10 out of 10 from Charlie.
Fantastic.
It was really good. I mean, the social distancing is handled so well.
There's like a sign saying, please stand behind this yellow line.
There is. So
There is.
in every queue line, near every shop, near every takeaway area, in the toilets, there's just points on the floor where you've got to stand. Honestly, 10 out of 10 from Blackpool Pleasure Beach for doing that. Absolutely amazing.
Those-
They were so good as well in queue lines, making people stand back to over tannoy. Please keep your distance. They
Yeah.
were very much aware that some people were getting closer, and were always on to say, you know, we've got markings
There
on the
were
floor. Adhere to the rules.
Yep, and where
and
there
with
was-
your masks as well, if I'm honest, they were ensuring people had masks on the rides. Again, as they were getting into the train, especially on Nickelodeon Street.
Yeah,
is
yeah,
it?
they were pretty.
They were
pretty hot on
vocal
it there.
about saying you must wear your mask on the ride, which again I can't fault.
And then for any of the rides where there was a
There's-
bit of cattle penning in the queue, they either had the cattle pen separated so you were always another one apart, so there were always 2 meters between you and the next run of people, and if that wasn't there, they built these screens, either clear or wooden ones.
Absolutely fantastic.
So-
We didn't see that
There
yesterday at
was so
Alton
much
Towers.
carts going around. There was like 4 carts on Avalanche.
Oh yeah, there were
Oh,
plenty
yeah.
of cars to keep the rides. The ride operation, which is what Charlie's
That
referring
was-
to there,
that's how
that
we
was
got-
outstanding, wasn't
Because
it?
yesterday on Alton Towers we only got 5 rides, but today we've got tons.
Oh yeah, we got
did,
tons, didn't we?
we
I mean, the
did.
park hours were a little longer here, but the operation of the rides was just
It was, I mean,
absolutely outstanding,
icon.
wasn't
We
it?
were there 20 minutes, if that. I mean, and that's, you know, one of the busiest rides. So we
Yeah.
can't. Avalanche, we were probably about 25 minutes. Again, massive queue, but it had 2 trains
So that's
running
it.
on that.
People were
fantastic.
on, the ride was gone in and then out, and they were just doing that really quick.
They were.
And we're sorry about a little bit of camera shake. We were just trying to film the last scene with a camera, and because we've changed to the lunch bag, the camera ran out. The batteries are all in my original bag, so I'm here trying to hold the phone, and my hands just
Not doing a
wobbling
very
and
good
shaking.
job,
It's
is
not
it,
doing a
really?
great job. But we wanted to sign off in this way, really. We brought our lunch down to the beach. We're going to eat Ears tea now on the beach.
Yeah.
And yeah, we've just had such a
Yeah.
fantastic
And if
day.
you're thinking about coming to Blackpool Pleasure Beach, do it. Week on a Sunday. It's been pretty busy, but we have not had any issues whatsoever.
Oh no, we've
It's
queued a
been
maximum of about half an hour,
fantastic.
haven't we, for
Yeah.
a ride? So if you're wondering what social distancing is like at Blackpool Pleasure Beach, it's outstanding. And in all honesty, this is probably even better than the experience we had at Alton
They are.
Towers.
I think
in
we were
terms of
saying
the
that in the
distancing.
park. It's been, you know, we love Alton Towers and it is our home park. But today we've
It was
all
all better.
all said, yeah, it's definitely been a better day than it was at Alton Towers.
So yeah, massive thumbs up from us at Time for Adventure at Pleasure Beach. Big sort of, how would you put it, praise for the staff in how they've operated the rides, managed the distancing. Everything has been fantastic about today. So I think that's it. Great way to sum up. Thank you for watching, and we will see you in the next one.
Bye.
Bye.